Welcome back, Fresh Baked, to the top of Mickey and Friends parking structure. We are here for a midweek update, and we've got a few things to notice here. I want to start right here in the middle. We were talking about the pool. Well, first of all, it looks like they dug it even deeper still. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and look at some old coverage, but that looks even deeper still. But what I'm being told is what we're seeing is the foundation. Well, I guess it's like this is just the foundation for the foundation, I guess, for the major attraction for Star Wars Land, the Escape Jakku or whatever. I forget what it's called. This is the one. This is going to be the trackless deal where you're gonna have, kind of like the Pirates of the Caribbean type deal that we saw in Shanghai. I think it's going to be something like that. Anyway, that's the location. What I'm made to understand for that attraction. I never really believed that myself because it felt like that's the middle. That feels like the middle of the land, does it not? In the concept art, or not really the concept art, but where people were trying to plot it, it was like in the left third. I thought, like kind of more like over here. I mean, doesn't that seem to make sense? If we divide this into thirds, I want to put that attraction like right here. But obviously, that has to be it, right? I don't know. And if that's the attraction, then where is that? That raised area in the concept art that looked like it was up above where the Millennium Falcon was docked. Is that here then? And if that's that, then is Spielberg Hill the future home of the Millennium Falcon? What do you call it? The simulator? Man, it's like I can't map it. I can't map it to the concept art just yet. Now this right here is just really, really compelling for me right now. This is fascinating. All these walls that they are just moving right along on these structures that are more and more becoming. It's becoming more clear that these are the sound walls to protect Star Wars Land from Frontierland, so that there's no intrusion of sound, and those are going to be a waterfall and rocks and what do you want to call it? Just rock work with trees and stuff all over the place. Can you picture it yet? Can you picture it? Can you picture, as we discussed over the last weekend, that's the way you walk in to Star Wars Land from Frontierland? Can you picture that? Can you picture a train going over that walkway and then sliding a little bit to the right to get behind that wall right there? Can you picture that? Which just reminded me the old fort. Which remember when it was just that fort and the wall over there? Remember when it was just that? How things have just really escalated here. Okay, so the fort. What I'm being told is that's sort of like the launching point for that's the beginning of the incline for the Disneyland Railroad. It's not a viewing area. That's where I can't see that because the river's got to go on the other side. The train, has to go on the other side of that. You know what? I got to take that back. Whoever said that, can you explain that to me? Because if that's the beginning of sort of launching the train, unless the train is starting. No. Recently I received a photo from somebody showing me construction, or what it's looking like at the Hungry Bear, where they're building that new path. You know how I showed you guys last Friday that they closed off that access to the lower portion of the Hungry Bear, presumably to start building the path, one of the other entrances into Star Wars, but I couldn't see it. I couldn't figure out where they got that picture from. And then it occurred to me, I need to walk all the way down to the other end of the parking structure that Mickey and Friends, and then I could see it, and there we go. If we push in a little bit, you'll start to see, let's see, do we have it yet? Where am I? There we go. It's in the right third. If we push in, that's the back side of the Hungry Bear right there, where they closed off the back area, the seating area in the back on the second floor. It looks like it's just hanging up there like a Bahamian, what do you want to call it? Those huts or whatever that you find in the Bahamas that just hanging over the ocean. That's what it looks like. It's just kind of hovering over the water. But you can see they've kind of dug things up underneath of it. I can't really tell if the lower section is still there or if it's been gutted or what? I'm trying to hold this still too. I'm gonna take some pictures here just in case if I lose the camera, I'll have the picture to talk over. But you can see what the beginnings of that kind of that work happening. What that trail is going to look like. This is another place where we're going to come for updates to see how that develops. I'm really curious to see how that works out. And by the way, what is that? What are those big piles of dirt right there to the right of it? Do you guys see that? Those are big piles of dirt, right? What is that? Is that the train? Because the train has to go around. Oh my goodness gracious. That has to be the train. The train curves around the backside of the Hungry Bear. So that sort of flattened hill on the backside of Hungry Bear, that's gotta be for the train, right? And it's gonna cut across and it's gonna slide this way, and maybe it does reach the fort. Right there it is, right there. Is that possible? Okay, guys, get your imaginations working. Tell me if that works. Now, normally on a midweek report, I'd like to show you guys some actual construction happening, but I got here too late. It's 3:30 in the afternoon, so I don't get to show you any of that. So we're going to call it a day. It'll be a short episode this week. Next week, I'm going to try to come in the morning, like at 10, and see if that changes our fortunes any for actual work in progress. So other than that, guys, we're going to see you on Saturday for our next Star Wars Land update. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Fresh baked.
We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out our Star Wars Land updates from the Knothole gang, or maybe our Secrets in History videos. Or you can just watch all of our weekly trip reports and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. We truly are the best of Disney Baked Fresh Daily. And don't forget, you can support Fresh Baked by joining our Patreon campaign or by buying a Fresh Baked t-shirt. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Fresh Baked!